Hey YouTube, what is up and welcome back or welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be doing my little prediction video that I do pretty much every Jake Paul fight now, more often than some UFC cards. But he's fighting Tyron Woodley 2, the rematch that I really didn't think was going to happen. I mean, Tyron did get the tattoo, but then kind of that rematch fizzled out pretty quick. And then the Tommy Fury fight happened, but then Tommy Fury, as Jake so loves to put it, he fumbled the bag, and now Jake is fighting Tyron Woodley, and Tyron Woodley is getting a big opportunity to, show the world that he's not just a guy that got outboxed by Jake Paul. In that last fight, he found some success. He had a big shot, that big moment, probably the biggest moment of that fight, where he rocked Jake up against the ropes. That's the first time we've ever seen Jake in any real danger in boxing. Tyron really needs to go forward in this fight if he wants to win, and he needs to increase the output. But the fact that he's taking this on short notice, and I know he said he's been training, but, people say that when they're taking a short notice fight. The cardio for him could be an issue. Also just so timid with the striking. He needs to pick up the pace if he wants to beat Jake. But if Jake wants to win this, he's got to put Tyron on the back foot. And, I mean, in that last fight, Jake really slowed down. Probably like third round, I feel like it was, when he started to kind of just gas out, really. It was bad. It was concerning for Jake. Obviously, I am by no ways a fan of Jake Paul, but I was kind of concerned for his cardio in that last one, man. So he's got to put Tyron on the back foot, and I really hope that his footwork has improved, because his footwork, his strikes got a lot sloppier when that fight entered like the second, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. He did kind of have a second wind, which is how he won that fight. Don't get me wrong, man. Jake did win that fight. He outboxed Tyron, but didn't really outbox him. It was more just volume. He out-volumed him. I think Tyron is the better boxer. Honestly, I just think he is too timid in there, man. So he needs to actually go out there, because if that last fight, Tyron's got to have so many regrets. I mean, you got to, at least for Tyron's sake, hope that he's going to come in here and just start throwing and putting out some real volume. But, I mean, I really do see Jake winning a lot of rounds based on his volume if that cardio's there, and I really do feel like the cardio is going to be better. I think he's going to have realized that his corner is going to have realized that cardio isn't as good as it wasn't where it needs to be if he wants to be an elite boxer, which obviously I'm not saying Jake is an elite boxer. I don't think he ever will be. I mean, that's like out of the question in my mind. But he could. You never know. But, if he wants to have that, he needs to have that elite level cardio, and he just really didn't. And I don't think his camp is full of yes men. Yes, there are a lot of yes men in that camp, and a lot of young people. But truthfully, I think they are pretty honest with Jake, and tell him, what he needs to do. Jake Paul being the favorite, being a slight favorite in this one, is probably correct here. I think if Tyron improves that volume, man, he's gonna be able to take the win. But if Jake Paul wants to put Tyron on the back foot, he's gonna need to land big shots early, but at the same time he's gotta conserve that energy, because I don't know where his cardio's at. If his cardio's good, he needs to land a couple big shots early and just keep Tyron on the back foot, because historically Tyron is not good on the back foot. Look at what the Vicente Luque fight. I mean, when he was going forward at Vicente Luque in that last fight, he was doing good, man, but he got caught on the back foot and just, ended up getting, in that Darce. But anyways, enough about MMA. Do I think that Jake Paul wins this, or do I think Tyron Woodley wins this? I think it's actually going to be really close. I think it's going to be similar to that last one, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of getting the sense that I think at the very least we're going to see a knockdown in this one, and I think Tyron Woodley is going to be the one to deliver that blow. And, it's going to be interesting for me to see if Tyron has learned his lesson from that last one and is going to actually throw, instead of just being so patient, so painfully patient. For his sake, I hope he does, and I think if he does, he will win this. If Jake puts him on the back foot, Jake will win this. Tyron can't really fight very well off the back foot. Jake can't fight amazing off the back foot, but I think he's honestly probably a bit better. But I think Tyron really technically is honestly better than Jake. So for that reason, man, I know I took Tyron Woodley last time, but I'm going to take Tyron Woodley this time, and I take him by decision. I think he gets it done in a split decision win over Jake Paul in a very close fight. but I think he's going to actually come out here and actually throw, and I think he's going to lose the probably first 2, pick it up in those middle rounds, and then lose like probably the last couple, just because the cardio will be lacking. I don't know if it's 8 rounds or 12. I don't know how many rounds it is. That could affect. I think it's 8. It's probably 8. But anyways, man, that's gonna do it for this breakdown. I'm dragging on. I'm just talking a lot. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video, man. I'm taking T Wood by decision, but man, Jake Paul wins this. I won't be shocked, but I'll probably be sad.